Hi guys, welcome to The Loop. So today we'll be taking on a new series, Student Leaders versus Students. I'll be taking on an interesting topic, leading with grace and vibe. So me here is my co-host and a guest speaker, David Alize.
David, hey, welcome to The Loop.
Thank you.
How do you feel to be on The Loop?
Nice, great.
Alright, good. So we're going to ask you a few questions about your position or council. And we would like you to give us some honest responses to these questions. Also, Vice Chairperson Male.
Well, first off, I was shocked because I was on the call when the DSA called that day for our meeting in council. And at first, when Male came, I didn't want to take it. I was like, okay, meeting, I'll just...
Like a regular meeting, yeah?
So I was like... That spirit was saying, go and check. Like, don't worry. I'm like, next day I go to my IC place in the morning, and that spirit said, go and check. And I'm like, okay. She was saying, you're stubborn. I said, go and check. And I went there, then I opened the recipient. I had seen some news that were keen to, the names that I sat on panel with. I'm like, okay. I think it's cancelled. Then go to the time 4 p.m. that day, and they start rolling out names. Yeah. Then for me, I'm not doing too much. I don't just staying within my reach, and I got to Rebel's aspect, and I was expecting Rebel commandant. And
you're trying to touch your according to your size.
Exactly, 300 level, and I just had to maintain my. I head and down, I'm like, okay, we must actually fly now to Gensec something.
Yeah.
I got to Gensec, head and down. And mind you, I didn't have the idea that we were calling from lowest to the highest. So they called Gensec and they passed Gensec, and I'm like, there's this headed. That's my name. You guys go to the university.
Yeah, eventually forget my name.
So, and I heard Vice Chairperson Male. I need your name. I think my definitely restricted place. So at first I was like, wait, DSA now has to ask, is he here? I'm like, I have some. I'm here, sir. I'm here. Yeah, so it's a show.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah,
that's very impressive.
Okay, so you said something, 300, actually something that actually never happened either in Congo University or even here in landmark, that 300 level is the Vice Chairperson Male. So how does it feel to be in the spotlight?
Well, first of all, I feel hearty service is one of the key things in anything you're doing. Okay, so when I was serving as a review member as well as the patrol head, I didn't do it as per I just wanted a true bar. I did it as per I know the jurisdiction of where I'm working with. Yeah. So in doing that, I did it with all of me, knowing fully well that if I'm not interested in it, there's no point in joining. So I knew that, okay, probably a heart of service takes you to levels where you don't really expect.
Yeah, you look at it, working in the council, you're not just working with management, you're working with students as well.
Yeah.
What was it like dealing with students on a daily basis?
Definitely, in entering council, when I was asked to speak on the call, I said something. It's not about me. It has never been about me. It's about the people I'm serving. Right. So for me, I have a mentality of Exodus 23, 25 to 26. And if you check it, it says, ye shall serve and I shall bless. Now, so for me, it's a commandment. It's what has taken me from here to here. So anything I'm doing to serve the students. Yeah. So let's say, even if we have an history in Revu before, let's say Revu has caused some things and you meet me, I need my help. Effortlessly, I will do it because it is now, I'm now serving a much larger body again. And at this this time doesn't mean that I'll not use my power, the power that has been given to me by privilege and grace, and I use it to mess up. No. I'm here to serve the students.
That sounds like you really clear mention. I'm talking about dealing with students that will push you to more, push you to your limit. How do you deal with this?
That's the thing. In service, for me, I'm coming from Canada. So we understand that you need not be offended in service.
Right.
Because service was never going to be easy. Because you are serving different persons from different backgrounds.
Right.
So you might be doing the right thing from the lens of the mature man. But from the lens of the smaller mind, you are stepping on toes. But in fact, I feel each and every one of us here can agree that when we were quite younger, there were some things we were being corrected about. It looked as if they hated us. But growing up now, you are looking at us and you're saying, no, okay, they really had my best interests at heart.
So
It's just a function of time for realization.
Yeah, so you're basically saying that since the world was spared, it's there. I get you. 100%.
So are you saying your service like God's his position you're in?
Yeah, just totally service.
So another question I have here is how are you able to handle criticism from students? Like for instance now there's scenario happen whereby you carry people to like do sanitation and all, and then you're speaking on it and they're like some back comments saying that you're doing too much and all. So like how are you able to handle criticism?
Everyone has the right to their own opinions. Everyone. They have their right to their own opinions. It's just the truth. There are some things that are just beyond your control. Yeah. Imagine living the time you are meant to use to develop your own self. So focus on answering one criticism or the other. It will never end. It's an endless loop. Exactly. It's an endless loop. Yeah. In fact, the more you answer, the more questions point out to run. What's the fault?
Sure.
Exactly.
So now, looking at it this way, Vice Chairperson Male, you obviously have your office, it's kind of like it comes with its own benefits, but it also comes with this responsibility. How's it like balancing that with your school?
Responsibility.
Yeah, like balancing it with your schoolwork, because I know obviously you have to keep up academically.
Yeah, so for me, first of all, the workload is quite there, I won't lie. But the relationship I've built with some persons from 100 level to down there is actually helping me now. Like I have persons in my office that I can tell, please send this mail for me, and they do it.
So you delegate.
Yeah, I just and even when this post came, my mentor, Pastor David Jr., I called him and he told me, like, he was telling me, see, David, don't be overwhelmed about the position. He told me, learn to delegate.
Yeah.
Learn to make proper use of things. In fact, I don't think most students understand that. I even use a sanitation tracker because I started thinking about how will we work on sanitation across the hostels, across the world. I created a sanitation tracker. But I started looking at it that some places might not be tech savvy like that. So I stopped the project. It's fully done already. Yeah. But here's the thing. The thing is, I found a better system to use, of which is the one we are implementing at hand now.
You want to run us through that?
Exactly. And I
want to run us through
the system.
Yeah.
Well, there are some administrative things I may not like.
Okay, some things that you're not.
Yeah, for now. Okay, so yeah, delegating duties to the students to help me, especially my friends. And at the same time, I make everything academic target based. There is a saying that says, if you shoot for the sky, you land among the stars. Yeah. So basically, I have an 85-80% target on every test I see. So for C1, C2, C3, I know we have over 30. Yeah. But being over 30, if I should shoot for or aim for 80%,
yeah,
that is 24 over 30. And in landmark investment, we all know that we need 8 to. We need 70 to make an 8. Yeah. So in essence, I just need 46 to make an 8.
In the exam pattern.
Exactly. Yeah. So I just need 46. So I need not stress that much to read. That's excessive. But like I've said earlier, if you shoot for the sky, you land among the stars. In the exam, I'm also going with an 80% by myself. And mind you, I only need 46 to make an A in the exam. But peradventure something, happens and I might not be able to hit that 56 ball mark because 80 or 70 is 56. I fall within the range of 46 to 56. So I have 10 points.
Yeah.
You understand? As lacks to work with. So B is 50 plus 24, that's 74. B is 55 plus 24, that's 79. So basically, I see this.
So I think it was Socrates that said, if you're going to strike out at an enemy, do so and destroy them at once. Don't leave them to rejuvenate and have an opportunity to strike hard. So basically, what you're saying is, academically, you're going to kill it. You're not giving any chances for just a 6-9, you're close at 8. So you're going for it and you're destroying it at once. It's naive. And I was grace. That's what I said.
So you think now, but if any chairman is not around, you'll be able to handle the stress that comes with it and all the responsibilities, and being able to manage that with your schoolwork.
Yeah, I'm able to delegate duties. Well, when I was at home, there are some things that, we computer science students, we didn't resume with every other department. So there are some things that were school-based here that I was still doing from home. So basically, the chairman could call me and listen, I need to do this, I need to do that. I'm like, okay, there's no problem, sir. I'll work it. In fact, the rooms for council members were working at 4. So basically, even in his absence, I trust God that in my 3rd year, being it my 3rd year in Landmark University, I've built enough capacity, not just from Landmark University, from also experienced grounds out of the span of Landmark, but also to handle the experience efficiently.
Okay, do you mind telling us how it is working with this current chairman? You guys have any disagreements? Do you enjoy working with him? What challenges have you faced over the duration of you being his?
I wouldn't say they are challenges. I just feel like they are just innovative ways to restore. Yeah. Conversing with him alone is just brainstorming and spawning thoughts, and those thoughts are getting new ideas. I'm not even, I'm telling you the truth. So if the chairman is here with you, communicating his ideas to you, if you're a thinking person, your mind will start racing on ideas, and from there, when you pick on one, it starts expanding. So for me, and at the same time, my chairman is a person who is very, very compassionate. It's very compassionate. One of his members is down, and you can already see it in his face. No matter how he tries to hide it. You can see it. So he's a very compassionate chairman, and love working with him.
So are you telling us that you guys have never had any conflicts? There are instances where you're trying to do something with someone, a superior, someone who has more authority than you, but then you see that what they're doing is probably wrong, or probably it's not the best here, better opportunities, better alternatives, and then you voice out your opinion, and then your superior doesn't acknowledge your opinion. What will you do in such a situation? That's between you and your chairman now, keep being your superior.
Still resides back to honor, right? Still resides back to honor. Definitely. In fact, I'll say this: if you are a leader, and you're not afraid that followers can actually get angry at you, you're a bad leader. First of all, so if you're a leader, you're not afraid the followers will actually get angry at you, but you're a bad leader.
Okay.
So my chairman sometimes had done some things that I know how to communicate with him because I still honor him. There is no amount of anger that he will make me feel that he will feel. I won't show it to him. Never.
But then sometimes in your mind you could be like,
No. One thing, the state of the heart also. The state of the heart. If honor is not in your heart and you're still doing your guys, see, I service. So for me, I think from my service in security units at Canada, I understand that no. See, honor is on another level. You understand? It's a thing where you just know to honor your leader and just know it. Even when you're in the face of anger, right? You need not communicate in anger. There are diplomatic ways. Exactly. There are diplomatic ways to express your anger or your pain to your leader. And my chairman, like I've said, is very compassionate and very tough.
High praises your job. High praises.
High praises. Immediately you mention something like that, and he senses it because he's quite intelligent. He takes it and immediately he tells you, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's you can do that. Balanced.
Retreat.
Yeah.
Okay, so what personal hacks we give to students how data that might find themselves in a leadership position? Like students always saying they are not able to balance their schoolwork, but they can place or whichever leadership they find themselves. So what do you say to them?
Well, I won't tell you I'm a pro at that. But here's the thing. The thing is, striking a balance between leadership and academics. It's a thing of, first of all, see, discipline. Okay. So I have someone in my office now that before we sleep at night, we dedicate this little podcast, this events that we're having now, this podcast. I was told on Tuesday, and this time if you check my tablet now, your running time you say you see it on my notification.
So you're scheduled.
Heavily scheduled. So there is nothing that is falling out of place. From my classes to when I'm going to have time to speak, answer persons. These were things I learned from my lecture, Pastor David Jr. So basically, when he was telling me, he opened, I won't forget, he opened this device for me and he told me, look at my notification, look at my calendar. He has an admin calendar, he has his own personal calendar. He knows who to share the admin calendar with. So his PAs, they know when and where, when he's free and when he's answering persons, when he's doing convocation and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's just a matter of delegation. Discipline, delegation, cross.
So the keyword is discipline and delegation. Big shout out to your mentor, Pastor David Jr.
So these have been really insightful answers to our questions. As you round up, I just want to ask you one last question. You being Vice Chairperson Male, obviously there are lots of responsibilities in it. And you have to work with management, you have to work with students, and you have to, make sure that there's a balance between all of this. Can you categorically tell me that this doesn't have any toll on you, like on your health or your free time or anything personal to you?
Well, diplomacy is key. Diplomacy is key. So there are times, definitely, high priority my academics. The second is the office. So after my classes, any free time I have, you understand, I look at the things I have to do for the whole day, try to achieve them, because there is a saying that says, whatever you want to achieve in 6 years, try and do it in 6 months. So I try to do everything as quick as possible. So the rest free time I have, I might delegate some time to rest, even though I'm still finding a balance to some things I'm trying to do and cover, but at the same time, for my health, I'm being diplomatic around it. Then for other aspects, my academics, the only thing that is just so funny is that I have to be a cooperative. to tell them, but it's the work. That is, I mean, that's one of the things, like I've said, nobody says how it was ever gonna be. So it's just that's.
Thank you so much, Julie, for coming up. We appreciate you taking out the time to join us and, share your experiences of being a council member with Dudu. Thank you guys for tuning in, and there you've had David, who is the VCM of Landmark University Student Council. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you guys for tuning in on the video today. I hope you had a good time with our guest, ECM. We look forward to having you on the next episode. Anticipate, because it's going to be much better than today. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that message, right?